Okay. That seems to be going. Okay. Uh, late once again, however, stuff has been going on that I wanna show off so you guys know I'm not talking crazy. Okay. Long story short, finally got the stuff set up. Nice, wonderful. Kind of bummed I forgot about it yesterday, but that's besides the point. I want to go live earlier, however, the same issue that I brought up with Zoob a bit ago on the Discord has been continuously popping up. That being the screens. Well, basically, anytime something gets highlighted with the mouse, it'll go black and then just not be a thing I can mess with again. And especially if I highlight the main screen, it just creates black cubes everywhere. So we're going to show that off really quick so you guys understand what is going on. I think I know what's causing it, or at least I pinpointed where it's happening, I just don't know how to fix it. So let's take a quick look at that. Do the main scene. And yes, we're wearing a suit because we're going to be doing tavern stuff. But first things first. It would be display capture, right? Yeah, display capture. Boom. Capture. I think this was the one I want. No. Why is it not display capturing? Force SDR. Oh, I gotta select display capture. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, let's minimize it a little bit, just a little bit. It's gotta remain in character. Okay, so this is the problem. See these images right here, these black ones. I don't know what it is. They just keep turning black. If I were to highlight something here, boom. It happened yesterday with Cuphead, but it still let me do all the stuff that I was hoping to do. However, let's try opening Discord now. Oh, also I should turn desktop audio on. So I no longer have access to Discord, which is, or at least Discord here, while this is going on, which is a problem. However, I did also say I think I know what was causing it, so what's happening. Long story short, I tried opening up the usual stuff, and every time I opened up OBS, it was either OBS or Steam, but I think it's OBS. Every time I open up OBS, this happens. So I don't know what's going on with it, but something's going on. I don't know if they want me to update or something, and this is their way of forcing me to do it, like with X. I don't know. Because for whatever reason, I'll have the app on my phone, and then I'll go into it and it says, oh, you're not signed in with your Google account. And I click it and it says, no, you're not signed in with your Google account. And then I go to update the store and I see, oh, yeah, there's an update. I click it, and then it says, oh, yeah, you're fine. Like, I don't have to log in again. So I don't know if this is OBS doing something similar, but something's going on, and I'm not comfortable with it. Before, I just restarted it, and that seemed to fix it, as I talked about before, but this, I don't know what's going on. But hey, that is probably future faulties I should deal with. If stuff crashes, just know that's probably the reason. But okay, what are we doing today? First off, we're going to change the desk really quick. Let me change my desk really quick. Let's do this one. No, not sports desk, that comes later. Ah, don't look. Yes, that works. Okay, yeah, this works. Whew. Okay, so there's a game I got. I haven't played it yet, and I want to give it a shot because it seemed cozy. So we're just gonna try that. We will see where it goes. Maybe I try something else. Who knows? We'll see where this game takes us if it can hold my interest long enough. Okay. Also, for whatever reason, there are a few games I've tried on Kick. They just don't have categories for. I'm debating if I stream them on Kick at all. This is one of them. It was In Stars in Time and this one. They just don't have categories on Kick. Whatever reason, I don't know. Actually, I didn't even check if they have... One second. Do they have sports on Kick? Let me check it. Edit. Yeah, they have Nintendo Switch Sports. They got good taste. Yeah, they got Mario Kart World, so they just don't have these couple of indie games that I've been finding. Oh well. It happens, it happens. But regardless, that'll be it for us. Alright. Let's open up a separate Twitch tab in case. There's what I was expecting. There's Davio. You kidding me? I'm not going to watch Davio? Obviously. Let me throw a howdy at him. Where's his howdy? There it is. Boom. Alright, with that all said and done, let us get right to Tavern Talk and see where this goes. Please don't break the PC. I'm begging you. OBS, I'm looking at you. If you want me to update, fine, I'll update you. Just don't give me problems. Alright, let's go. Game capture should work. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Alright, let's go. Pressing key, no, we have buttons. What is now? Tavern Talk Stories. Nah, another time. Don't ask me to buy your DLC yet. Ooh. Obviously those are on. Okay, text speed, we're gonna bump that up, obviously. Yeah, there you go. Fast forward button. Okay, where's the audio? The audio's looking pretty good, I will admit. Borderless windowed, okay. Control sensitivity, I think we're fine. What's this? Huh, what does this do? I'm curious what this does. Hold on. I want to see what this is about. We are going to turn off the display really quick so I can add stuff. Because it has a Twitch thing going on. What is this? Authenticate. Activate. Tavern Talk wants access to my account. Okay, sure. What does it do? Connect. Okay, what did that do? No, I'm not connecting that. I'm not connecting my Steam metadata to my Twitch account. That's gross. I don't know what it did. Check the channel again. I don't know what it did, but it seems to have done something. Alright, well, it's behind us. It is connected to Twitch now. Neat. How many saves do we got to work with? Jeez. No, we're talking the other way. All right. How many saves are we dealing with? Also, matching is not fat. 30. Okay. Go.
Once upon a time in a world
story time.
far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Okay. Oh, who is you? Alright, hi Innkeep. How's it going all this fine day? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yeah, all fine and dandy. Such an exciting day, really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. Took a walk around the grove, and then replaced a mushroom that had fallen over. And I patiently waited it for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mimic, maybe a gnome. Okay, did it? No. But I gotta take another walk around the grove. Okay, how was that? Great. I gotta see the same stones, same trees. The same Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I haven't got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Yeah, that sounds interesting. This VOD is gonna be your VA resident. Oh no, no, why? Fine. I don't like that. Like, I'm sometimes getting tripped up as to what's them talking and me talking. Mainly because the only distinguishing thing is the innkeep versus them. Alright, let's go. My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Walnuts are healthy. Very filling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Ah. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries, I mean, never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Not something very fun. Affleck shock and all of that, but that does count as an adventure. I don't think it does. That counts as a mistake. So you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no, 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 no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. I'm very good at growing Phoenix chilies. I was talking about spice in your life. Ah, oh. That's what you meant. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Like a bland soup. Alright, so a classic case of boredom. I see. You know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but it's not particularly fun? So you just talk to people, huh? Supposedly. That's kind of why I purchased it. However, I do worry, because it also, in the trailer, said something about saving the world, and honestly, I'm not about that. I didn't buy this game so I could save the world. I did it so I could chat with people, and also notice the little Among Us people in the background. I just saw them, Jesus. I didn't even notice, they're just hanging out there. But yeah, life isn't bad, it's just not particularly fun. Tried visiting a circus. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Let's keep the analogies going. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to theater or gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. The hot air balloon? Don't they fly up, like, really high? Yeah, that's kind of the point. I'm afraid of heights. And people. And actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. Tried singing, but I would sing if not telling a tall tale. How can I sing if things never... How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest, and I look after it, but I want to get out there and do something. I return, no name, good to see you. Like, for example, this is the song I started writing. Okay, I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. Pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. A nymph, let's see. Of course it is, that's the point. Finding them, enjoying themselves in the water. Then shining through the treetops. Extreme glisten like fragmented light. A divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting mythical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing about my life is coming to your tavern and discussing the drinks. Okay, but first, what's this? Okay, Fable, Elf, 110, Ranger, Ashen Grove, Neutral Good. Ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove there, sweet and gentle soul, and regular at the Wayfair Inn. Dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety. About everything, really. That allergy probably doesn't help either. Okay. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Alright, alright. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them my own jingle. Alright, in the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yeah, I'd love a drink. Usual? Yes, please. Alright, that means this was... Damn it, I got... I assumed for the break room and I got it wrong. I can't believe it. Alright, thank you for a reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. Also makes me feel like a... Yeah. Like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of the sunny sky. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Although... I was wondering... I've been coming to your tavern for a long time now, so you don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yeah. Really? I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal. How should I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just watch. Oh, the guy! So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Alright, where do we start? Well, you just start by figuring out what potions I want. Try to forget they order, take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. Did. If you want to look specific, check my detailed notes. And I do keep a log just in case. And I'm sure I know what's asked of me. I browse my recipes. Can you just freehand make something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match a more varied result. But the right balance is crucial, so stick to my recipes. We've settled on this one, so we can use chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I'll just go back to my book. You can either erase it or with a sponge, or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles to the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, strength, and charisma. Also defense. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. Mess up or want to do my drink, I can simply feed my mistakes to undo. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial. What am I doing? What kind of shop is this? Actually, I don't need to bore you with magical details. Just try making a drink. You got this. Okay, so I'm assuming this one. Okay, yeah, so we gotta max that out, and then we do a bit of brain, and... Do we do a bit of... Yeah, a bit of brain, and then a bit of defense, so let's do this. Oh, sweet. Brain, go. Oh, thank you, little guy. Wait, no, I'm not trying to feed you this. How do I hit the button? The finish. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What do you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? Yeah, you did. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared that they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to? Well, yeah, I want to tell great stories, but... Yeah, never mind. Oh. Now that's sleight of hander. Alright, cool. Alright, how can I help you? A drink. For you? Okay, what kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma wouldn't hurt. Whatever. Alright, how do I make this? Okay, let's start with the shield again. And dump the rest in. Alright, done. That should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Dude didn't even pay. What the hell? What is a rumor? Banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing her song. Okay. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about? Just dreams. Yours, someone else's. Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? I mean, that's kind of up to you. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I wish I was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We're rangers, Fable. We belong in the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. Okay, but is that what you want to do? Yeah. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures. That'll make people yearn for the same freedom. Of course I haven't really leave the Ash and Grove behind forever. It's my home. There's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove as well as my sisters. I think they'd be fine without me. I don't know if you should... Maybe you should say... I mean, doing with your heart desires, yeah, but also, if you have, like, a set job, you should probably organize that with people. Like, your brother kind of seems like he doesn't want you to, but maybe talk with your sisters or something? I don't think following your heart is just the best thing to say. That entirely depends on the situation. Barkeep me. You're already giving questionable advice that I don't necessarily agree with. Alright, well, let's stop baking then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny was never meant for me to leave? Okay, but what if it did? What if it didn't? Barkeep me, what are you doing? Barkeep, you're saying things that I don't know if I'd agree with. Right. Well, that would be a dream come true. I will be your own genie, Fable. Your adventure starts with you. Alright, thank you, Innkeeper. The most exciting part of my day. Alright, greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. Okay, whom do I have the pleasure? How do you say that? Carolyn? Carolyn. I'm gonna say Carolyn. Alright, the name's Carolyn. Oh wait, no, maybe it's Sarah. Like Saralyn, because then she calls you Sarah? I'm gonna say Saralyn. That seems to line up the most with calling her Sarah. Yeah, Saralyn, probably. I couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Sarah or Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with quests, right? I mean, they say I do. Do you want one? I can have you look over my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. I will see. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Terrigen. Tegrin? Whatever. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. So just a crazy guy. Oh, that's news to me. Listen, me too. I didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Arovin. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died down a long time ago with the one romantic novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so? Nah, they just split society into two camps. Team Werewolf and Team Okay, this kind of hurts. I'm already not too far into this game, and it's already hurting me. Like, psychologically. We're gonna keep going. Which one are you, Innkeep? I don't care! I'm separating whatever Twilight stuff from this. I'm gonna look at this as purely vampires or werewolves. I'm thinking probably werewolves, because vampires are, like, all demonic and stuff. Like, their whole thing is, like, they're, like, against God and shit. So I'd probably have to go werewolf, because I don't know about the unholiness of the vampires, no. Or are werewolves something similar? You know what, I'm gonna look this up. Are werewolves considered unholy? Okay, are werewolves unholy? Whether werewolves are considered unholy depends on your specific mythology or fictional setting. In some lore, they're depicted as inherently evil or demonic, while others they are portrayed as cursed individuals struggling with their transformation. That's capable of good or evil. Yeah, that's more vague, and it seems like it's more a separate source thing. So yeah, Team Werewolf. Is it the fur? Or the fact that they're not evil? Neither. Questionable experiences of the other camp, more so. I mentioned ask for details. Don't. Okay, how about you? Wouldn't you like to? I assume. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's why I asked. Alright, keep guessing. Has everyone told you they could pass for a werewolf? Yeah, all the time. Like, at least twice. I thought that's what she was. What is she? Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. C, is that why you don't want it? Why you don't want to take the care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. Just Freddy might look a little too much like my Uncle Dagon. Or Uncle Dragon. Okay. I'd feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, next vulnerable Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. I thought Van Helsing was vampires. Was he just general monster people? I thought he was specifically going after vampires, and that was his whole thing. Okay, do the Van Helsing. Thank you. Okay, Innkeep, we might be on similar wavelengths. We're getting there. Yeah, don't know, don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah. Right, anything that might help others get with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Sorry. If you get into a dangerous situation, that they'll have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Alright, good to know. Thanks, Sarah. It's not that hard. Either Sarah Lynn or Sarah or Lynn. We'll go with Sarah. Alright, you got a name or is it just Innkeep? Yeah, just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well then, Innkeep, before I go, you got a drink for me? Sure, what do you want? Something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. Or should you give me any of that watered down muck instead? Alright, what do we got for strength? Southern Brawler looks like the only option. Nah, Southern Brawler. Alright. Okay, we'll do the shield and then the strength and the king. Go. And lastly is you. Are we just never gonna use Ondu? He looks like the best part of this game. God, look at this guy. But we just don't mess up the drinks. We got no reason to use them. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. All right, where are you going from here? Probably back west. Through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? Obviously not, dude. No. But you won't stop asking until I do. No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. I did hear some folks complaining about the undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't become a snail herself? Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional, and we don't mess with it. That's why I don't like the vampires. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use taking up the past. It's just gonna open up wounds that you stapled shut. Or eat your face. Pass on to everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? Ain't exactly up for philosophizing. I mean, you started the topic. And I'm ending it. Sure. What's that? Jeez. Alright, if you find any more rumors that you need aid with, don't be shy from coming back. Well, I'm more of a lone wolf. I don't do groups, but sure. For more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know that you turn them in... you know how you turn them into proper quests, right? I don't want to waste them. I just put them on the board. We will humor. Fine, guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Alright, this is where I set the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in a journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best step is would be shortening and matching the snippets on your quest page. Just drag over, make sure they are all for the same quest. Otherwise, you end up confusing the adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours, and it'll be written up. Got it? Yeah. Alright, thanks for your help, Sarah. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Alright, good night to you too. Alright then, let's put a quest together. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's probably this one. Hold on, let's see. Werewolf Secret Weekend. So yeah, we're gonna use this one, and this one. Actually, no, I'd rather have it there so that... I mean, I guess. I was kind of hoping that it would be more organized. Whatever, quest it. Okay, a recent Vulcan passed by Wafer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way through Tergrin from Erevan. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch, and if you're brave enough to take on the quest... Or are you brave enough to take on the quest? Alright, sure. That seems like a quest. And I can't make more? Fine. Yeah! Wait, 58th awake? Whatever, let's go. Day 2, also Davia points, yes. Of course I'm collecting those. Why are you frozen, Davia? There you go. No, someone took the quest, and I didn't see him because I was paying attention to Davia. Okay. Alright, what do you have there, Fable? Oh, you took the thing! I saw this on your notice board. A werewolf is terrorizing Tigrin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around the woods. Mm-hmm. And maybe I want the quest? Only maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And I step in your tavern, quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near the forest. I know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scary because they're also human. But I've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone's taken it yet. And I didn't think that far ahead. Rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest and then I just go on the quest? And have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because the werewolf doesn't like me, and what if I have to try to shoot it with my silver arrow? Mr. Shoot a tree instead, and the trees would be mad at me. Wouldn't really matter if I were dead. Wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. Okay, that's not where I thought that was going. Maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yeah? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe? Okay, well I'm not going to. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm able to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes. My tavern open to everyone. No, yeah, what do slimes drink? Water? More slime? Bones? You sell bones? What do you think I feed Ondu? He needs to eat something. They'll need slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing the werewolf to give up free bones. Fable, why are you anxious? In general, I think answering that would be more than helpful. By taking the quest, it seems to me you want to take it. But you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves might not be the best muses. But it would make a great start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Right, the prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, I should think more deeply about what might happen. My bones are shaking, I feel dizzy. Okay, is there something make you feel you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? You don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes of history, right? Great feats they can look back on and prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. They have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with... Okay, how do you say this? Armanthine Hydra? Or Armaranthian? Armaranthian Hydra, I think so. I think Armaranthian, okay. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Okay, what's going on there? Because I'm unlucky. I'm lucky whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing really feels easy for me. And there's one nail sticking out the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except for me. I did con it, ripped my coat. Did that happen? Once? I wish it had been just once. Since my life only follows the path of the most embarrassing. Hello, Dorja. Nice to meet you. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. Curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go. Like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. Okay, you're being a bit harsh on yourself. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to go gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they might make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety whenever I have them around. But being me, I confuse them with the evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. I guess I was spent my whole day afterwards doing. Like a baby, all day long. When I picked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt the sadness of the whole world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I mean, that sounds horrible, but at the same time, you're here now, you don't really seem worse for wear. It doesn't seem that bad, honestly. I mean, you went through the worst of it, so is there really anything else to be worried about? Yeah, obviously that's horror. That's a scary thing to go through. But if you dealt with the worst case scenario, wouldn't you be more secure with yourself? I don't know. Whatever, it sounds horrible. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hot. What is it? Tincture? What is this thing? Davio, move over. Liquid extract, typically from soaking plant, medical alcohol. Oh, so did you just make an antidote? I mean, you did that while dealing with the effects, so honestly, you're doing pretty good. You'd be a pretty good adventurer. I think you'd be fine. Ease the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh, so we gotta go through all of it. We are the barkeep. It's in our job description. We gotta let them trauma dump. Alright. Okay, let's do the Hydra. That seems... That's the thing they already brought up. Okay, well... Just the day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon. I want to be polite and neighborly, so I brought out some homemade biscuits. I burned them in the oven. Would that matter to a Hydra? But I thought it sends fire breath. Oh, there you go. Okay, did it? So I approached the Hydra. I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. Oh, its green scales match my hat. It was so tall and intimidating, I forgot about what I wanted to say. So I took down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. Looked at my biscuits and then me and said, by the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as glided ice. Some things are as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras ate mice, all hydras left tea. I thought to myself, wow, Army and Hydra's giving me a riddle. A quest. Maybe I shall be my first adventure. Then I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left and tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. The student changed a foot in front of it again. Alyssa knows I was not worthy of its wisdom. Then I couldn't take it anymore, ran back and apologized, begged for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. I wanted tea. Okay, did you get it some? Yeah. Then you did the quest. 3 days late. If I didn't need an antidote, it would have been dead. Okay, whatever useful is an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. Okay, but they changed. Okay, they changed nothing. I guess you have a point. Okay, but what is the little note thing we got? Is it just that all hydras love tea? No, no, it's just that thing. Okay, what are you? Why is it giving me their Arcana symbols? Alright, whatever. What's the Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about it? I mean, only if you want to. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was up. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Integra, and recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! You keep on saying this, but you also keep on saying before that it was going to be your first adventure. So I'm very confused. This is reminding me of a bit of Hop already. So was this your first adventure? And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited and so very nervous. And of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Okay, why were you nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next. All shining armor, all armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression. My bad luck got in the way. How? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked through the woods. Of course, I didn't know whether they actually glared. My fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. This time I did. I couldn't see where. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. For some stupid reason, I led them along a path I should never take. Past the river banks of the Silver Mare, home to the Mary Morgan. You know the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if it really differentiates between genders, though. Does it? No, that's the snails. Alright, if you say so. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. And I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. I fought the creature and we finally found the way back to Dawnbroke. And the fog ebbed away. Couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid farewell when we... I silently bid my farewell when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of everyone in their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? Yeah, to be fair, it could have been worse. Could have them right into the arms of the Waymar Chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. I'd say it has a taste for adventurers. Okay, so it could have been worse. I seem very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. That's not really bad luck. That's you being a bit of a spaz. Like, this isn't a luck thing whatsoever. It's you being terrible. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? Okay, you know that isn't true. That's right, I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. It seems to... But I seem to get it just gets smaller. Except zucchinis. Can't figure out how to grow those. So when I am like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. Okay, well, you should go find it out then. Like, on a quest? For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? I don't know what your level is. Okay, you're 110. I think you're fine. Alright, do you think that's going to change by sitting down? I guess not. Someone has those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? What if I'm not and there's someone better? Well, yeah, there's always going to be someone better. You should just try to help them. Okay, what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner. If I screw up, I can just run away real quick. Yeah, that's the spirit. Okay, I Fable, a great gardener and future hero. Charmer of Nymphs. I'm going to embark on a quest to save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do that right? You didn't have to bring up the nymphs. Alright, I leave the quest in your capable hands. Would you like a drink to aid on your journey? Yes. Yes, that would make me nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming. Yeah, if I want to fight, I'm gonna need that surprise. Alright. Maybe something can help me with diplomacy? I was just hungry and lost Lycan, and after it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Just pick one of the abilities I asked for. Okay. What should we make them? Do we just go for the strike, or do we go for... Would this be diplomacy? Hungry writes your synapses. Find great ideas, even greater stories. Storytellers, scholars alike. Broken. Would that be diplomacy? Newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words. Okay, based on the symbols, I would go for this one. So either Spoken Heart or Frosted Lagoon or a Swift Strike. What should we do? I don't know if we should. I assume we gotta give them the Swift Strike, because they are going on about what if it's diplomacy and just a lost, and it's ripping things in half and attacking villagers. I think we go for the Swift Strike, honestly. I think we go for Swift Strike. I don't think you're gonna talk your way out of this thing if it's just ripping things apart and attacking people. Yeah, we're not going the Deltarune path of mercy and stuff now. We're killing this thing. All right. We are preserving your own life, all right? All right, go. All right, this should do it. Oh, it tastes great. Very brisk. You feel a little braver? No, not yet. I feel faster, more agile, swifter with my bow. Like my arrows could find any werewolf's heart. I'm sure the bravery will come later. I'm sure it will. Thank you. This drink gave me hope. And heart palpitations. Yeah, you get used to those. They happen. I think that's your anxiety. Maybe. Come on, you got this, Fable. I'll try. Come on, have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking of how much your words helped me yesterday. And how to be able to think you properly if I never end up taking a quest, so... I brought some phoenix chills from my garden. Or phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. There's natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they'd make go well with your drinks. They will, thank you. It's a very thoughtful gift. So I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in the next few days. I'll take a look and get them all together. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I gotta complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. They just left, dude. Chill. Maybe they'll find some new ingredients for me. No, they'll probably not. Till my shipment arrives soon. Ah, the dude! You again. Me again. And who are you? I'm edgy. Someone who wants a drink. Alright, what kind? Drink. Yeah, I get it. Could you try to be more specific? That Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Okay, how was Spoken Heart again? Yeah, we've just made Swift Strike Spoken Heart at this point. Alright, go. Beautiful. Alright, Spoken Heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find some more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more, might not. Alright, thank you. Enjoy. Oh my goodness, it's a vampirine. Leave me alone. Careful, you're stepping on my cape. I don't want you in this establishment. Oh shush. Okay, greetings. How may I help you? I'm talking to you specifically. Another one of those empty babblers. I confidently say, I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Didn't give me more dialogue options than most, but that doesn't convince me just yet. I don't get it. Of course not. Probably forgot to give enough intellect. What's surprising is there were any actual brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from the average background character. Sure. Muscary, you do look more delicious than they do. Thank you. I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Get out of this bar. I want to be dealing with you and your weird demonic stuff. All right. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. Hey, that thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. The green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it's on you. Yeah, pretty tough to clean off. Okay, what happened? Okay, maybe I can offer you a drink in exchange for a story in your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Sir Alphon Louis Frederick de Quete de Song. Yeah, fine. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Okay, Kyle, what drink do you want? Blood. If you're out, I always will settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red's my favorite color. Okay, what works? Would Spoken Heart count, or Southern Brawler? It's got red on the bottom. This looks more like a... Let's test it. Yeah, I think this is... I think that'd be our best option. Actually, what does this one look like? Nah, it's yellow. We definitely have to go for Spoken Heart. Alright. Actually, no, not Spoken Heart. Southern Brawler. Not do it. Okay, that's gotta be it. Some almost blood for you. Oh, thank you kindly. That's very delicious. It almost tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And whom may I offer the second drink? Marina Frostgrip. That is a name. Yeah, skip. Just give me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain. Or the caves of Ur. One of the Frosted Lagoons looks close enough. Okay, I haven't made Frosted Lagoon yet. All defense, yeah, we can make that. No. Okay, then let's focus this first. There, and finish it off. Beautiful. Go. Taste of Ur just for you. Valued customer number 2. Oh, you're hitting the placeholder text. Let me try. I see you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, what about the ooze story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dulvmer, and my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. I was minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. And suddenly, Big Ooze starts coming along, and gone it was. And how are you involved in that? This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go back to my back for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Now, I wasn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slurped up my gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left to use anymore. Well, almost nothing. Did you get your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what? And guess what he's clinging to? And guess what he's clinging on to? The gold? Oh yeah, it's a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me Bronivia. And perhaps even get me a dandy new cape. Don't think so, Sunshine. Don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What is this deal again? I get ye to Brunova, and so you can partake in your fancy vampire banquet. In return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. Looked everywhere on the way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And it's hard to wonder where in the life he put this man put his cape. Where anyone puts his cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside of the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find and retrieve the cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put a quest out for you but I need a little more information. Yeah, good luck with that. First I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strutton Boravia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. First thought was, of course I can't find it. Cape of Invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. It was truly unfortunate when you want to wear it to an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. And that was the last vampire... And was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my trusted cape. Wait, how did you get married? You're telling me you got blessed in a church? How did you do that? Also, I don't see a ring on your finger, so are you lying to me? To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampire Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. Okay, well, what now? That mean vicious, beautiful beast, her... The thief of thieves robbed me of the most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape! I could never live without that. Oh, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I entrusted her with all that I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps innkeeper. That's your name, right? To you, yes. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid the one who is Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever stood foot in her villa again. Yeah, I think we can find someone. We'll set up a search right now. So where could a brave adventurer... find Morrow Castle? Oh, that was me talking. Ugh. Again, I keep tripping myself up with who's talking. Alright. Deep past the Abyss of the Dead, at the foot of the mountain range. That looks where Witch's Blossom Towers, the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of Darkness. Temptress of Men. Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with her life. But be wary. She bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I got everything. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure I'll have her kicked back in no time. I hope so, that reminds me. Not another monologue. And you keep another drink, so... I don't think we can make through another tale without more artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. Alright. Oh, am I getting it right? Yeah, okay. Let me try. You got it right again. Might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way back you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice with the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. Dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Chance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? No. Oh. That reminds me, my aunt Mathilda. Mathilda? Yeah, I think Mathilda. Alright. Used to harness the power of Chimera Saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, huh? Beast made of several animals. It's got 3 heads in all. Made by the dragons to guard Gaia. It likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I didn't know that saliva could be useful. I've only hadn't eaten the delectable little bear, and I've only hadn't eaten the delectable bear in the Chimera of the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over very well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. Whoa, what are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, my dearest Rhea, perhaps we could alter our deal? Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With an on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for that beast. No problem, I can make another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk amongst mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? And as soon as Severo's adventurer picks it up, succeeds, and especially that part. Splendid, did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say Inkeep. While we wait for someone to do this, do you ever have a room or two? I'll say a room without sunlight. One wants Snow White up in flames over here. Sure, I've got a couple barred up rooms you can stay in. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems I gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up, maybe we'll become a real one by day. Thank you, enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Damn it, why did I invite him to stay? Ugh. Alright, what can I work with? No, I'm trying to read the things underneath. Thing stands a chance against Growing Curse of the Sun, Chimera Saliva. Vampire last saw escape at a wedding. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Chimera. Chimera resides in the Grove. Okay, what about... No, I'm trying to get this one. There. Damn it. There. Okay, so that's the Chimera. Let's see. Anything else Chimera based? Okay, yeah, here. That should be everything. Let's complete this quest, at least for now. Is there another one we might want? Oh, we could do another Chimera. Do we move this? Or, yeah, I guess we can move this. Can I include more than 3? Because this would be a part of it. Like, they're doing the quest for the vampire. No, I can only do 3. Okay. So let's see. Chimera, let's see, according to the Aryan Hydra, Wyvern Chimera resides. Alright, we'll complete the quest. Alright, deep in the Quag Mangrove resides the Wyvern Chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasure to any alchemist, and it's alive even more so. Happen a certain vampire may be able to use the rest alive to produce sunscreen so effective it can walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back this live? But why would you not specify the mouse thing? You gotta lean more into the mouse thing. Dude, you gotta explain more. Do we say more about the vampire right now, or no? I assume we're gonna get to talk to him more, so I think we wait for a bit more on Evelyn. Maybe there's like a weakness that he'll talk about. No, I guess I could include this. Yeah, because it's 3, so there, and here. Alright, do it. On a midsummer morning, senile vampire Hamlin Universe gave him visibility in Wafer's Inn. After sadly questioning, Innkeeper uncovered the loss of his cape at the wedding where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides in the foot of Wafer's Peak. Venture to the peak and near achieve the cape. Beware, she might be invisible. Alright. Alright, quest done. Okay. Shipment infusions finally arrived this morning. Now I have access to Fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Alright, I wonder how infusions are going to work. Oh, you're back. But why are you so upset? Listen, I can fix this. Oh, wait, why? Hold on. Okay, I see. I see what happened. Listen, I can fix this. Just let me take some chamomile tincture from my treehouse. Chamomile is proven to be great for healing wounds. You've done enough, pal. I'm good from here, thanks. Fable, sir, back so soon. Innkeep. Say, just send this, blighter after me. Told you it had something to do with this. It's my fault. My fault alone. Let me at least fix you up. Better keep your clummy hands off of me. Okay, now, calm your spirits. It's you both and tell me what happened. Misunderstanding, I suppose? Yes. The elf thought I was an Uncle Draken lookalike. The uncle that looks like a werewolf? Yes. No, it's a bit more complicated. Doesn't matter, what matters, the elf mistook me for a werewolf. But no, I didn't. Yes, you did. Maybe, but not on purpose, I promise. It was just me and my bad luck. Hold on, Sarah, why were you in the area? I thought you went somewhere else. You were gonna go look after the undead snail stuff. Why were you in the area? I see it happen again. Nothing ever goes right. Let's say that, Fable. Tell me what happened. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Right, so... You sent me to look for that werewolf in Terrigan. I felt agile and ready, braver than I ever felt. The quest I gave you in Keep. I recall, yes. Good. I have my shortcuts and trails that allow me to travel rather swiftly through the Ashen Grove. And by early dusk, I reached the borders of Tegrin. The Ashen Grove thins around there. You catch a glimpse of wide fields and vineyards, as well as see a farm or two. Truly idyllic, especially during sunset. There is one downside of idyllic sunset, though. It gets dark. Of course it does. Every tall, looming person in the dark is automatically a werewolf, huh? No, but every tall, looming person hunting down farmer sheep is. I didn't do that. Yes, you did. The quest stated exactly what the werewolf would be doing. In my defense, I'm broke. Okay, so this seems like your fault, okay? We've all been there. So Sarah was busy hunting sheep in the shadows of dusk. I thought you must be the werewolf. Exactly, so... And then you needed not one, but 3 arrows? Well, yeah, dude, if you didn't go down, of course they were going to shoot you more. What did you think was going to happen? I'm swift to the bow. I figured. And I was prepared to fight, not bargain. So I shoot, trigger happy. Can't get myself to aim right for the heart, so I aim for the shoulder. What? Ugh. If I had known that, I wouldn't have given you the swift strike, or at least you should have run. You said you were going to run if you didn't work, so... And suddenly the werewolf starts cursing and cussing words I've never heard before, like a sailor. Or how I'd imagine a sailor would swear. I've never actually met one. You're telling me you never heard beep before? Hey, what's going on? Why is it censored? Youth protection, age rating system, it's quite harsh. Ah. Anyways, I was watching for prey through the bushes and suddenly felt a piercing pain in my shoulder. Not once, twice, but 3 times. Of course I cursed. Of course I cursed and swore. That hurt. Never been so happy to have missed. So I turned around and got ready to lunge at the rascal who dared aim at me. And in orange gleaming eyes, he stared at me through the shadows, right through my soul. I thought it was over. A buzz of death ringing in my ears. I was done for. I didn't even set foot out of the Ashen Grove. Stumbled backward, tripped over a branch, and crashed into a tree. No, that weren't passing bells, elf. Actual bells from those are the actual bells from Chapel Town. My name's Fable. Right. So they crashed into a tree, and the rustling of the leaves, cracking up branches, and the high-pitched yelp. I didn't yelp. Yes, you did. Caught the attention of the actual culprit. He must have been on his way to tear apart yet another sheep. Or up to the farmer, or perhaps the farmer's heart, right at this time, after our wrestling caught his attention. Heard the growling, such a deep guttural growl, it made my blood curdle. Swear I saw my life flash before my eyes. Sounded more like an empty stomach to me. Big empty stomach then, either way, very bad. The howl rang through the air and emerged from the bushes. Tall, towering, glowing red eyes and fangs, big as my hand. Big as my hand or head, whatever. Probably about 8 feet high. 6 feet max. 8. I think that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. You said that already. No, I didn't. And I was frozen. And I was sure the Mary Morgan incident would repeat itself. I'd stand there and watch everything as it happened, unable to move. He looked around and sniffed the air, his eyes were locked with mine. And I remember what you told me. Werewolves love playing fetch. They love playing fetch. So I swiftly ran away from the tree, picked up a stick from the ground. Werewolf noticed my movement. But before it could lunge at me, I threw the stick into the bushes, as far away from me as possible. I want to buy myself some time to adjust my bow, but the stick somehow also influenced Saralyn, and both of them hurried towards the bushes. And that's not all. Like, I couldn't help but run after the stick. I noticed something odd on the werewolf. Flannel rags. So I forgot about the stick and grabbed onto him, throat slamming him against a tree. He wiggled and twisted like a worm, growling and barking right in my face. I stared at him as stared in the eyes as hard as the elf approaches from behind. They knocked an arrow in the bow. Don't, Saralyn said, and lowered my bow hesitantly while she studied the werewolf's face. She growled like she always does. Uncle Dragon, she exclaimed, and I flinched. That Uncle Dragon? Yeah, my darn Uncle Dragon is a full werewolf in his full werewolf transformation in front of me right there. Acting like the biggest, wildest rascal in the whole world. I was joking when I told you that story in Keep. I wouldn't have thought the werewolf was actually my uncle. This is exactly why I don't do cases involving lycanthropy. Alright. Okay, how'd you deal with him? Confronted him, of course, knocked some sense into him, you know? When he tied him to a tree, he wouldn't get any ideas before transforming back. I knew learning the sailor knots would be good for something. It's good for a lot more than that. I mean... Either way. The truth was only half as exciting as figuring out who it was. Apparently he contracted lycanthropy. He had a mutual at the annual family gathering. And since he grew short-tempered, he and his husband got into fights. So he ran away. I can understand that all too well. Of course I can't kill Saralyn's uncle just because he's a werewolf. So he let him go. The elf knows a swamp witch that might have worked out a cure. Dropped him off there. No more tearing apart sheep for now. So all in all, I'd say the quest was a success. With a few obstacles attached. And someone getting hurt. Listen, the arrows themselves ain't the problem. The coat, though, that was expensive. I mean, the coat looks fine aside from the one puncture. It doesn't seem like a problem. I'm really sorry. Don't worry about it. After all, we got rid of the lichen. For now. Elf even got you a keepsake. Nothing really, it's not that interesting. I just thought... You thought? I thought it'd be a nice reminder of my first successful quest. Like trinkets? What is it? Come on, quit being shy. Well, we played fetch with the stick afterwards, and I thought I could bring it here. After Saralyn brought it back to me. I had to finish playing fetch after all. Nice memory of sorts, you know? It does sound like a nice memory, but also it's a stick. Alright, I know just where to put it. Oh, I was expecting it to be more busted and punctured. Alright, how about a drink to celebrate? Dude, all of these are on you. You're not paying any. You're not getting given anything. Told Saralyn you have a hand for mixing just the right thing for any situation. Absolutely, for the both of you? I'll pass. I'm gonna run home quickly and get the calamine thing. See you later. Later. So, surprise me with something that fits my brawn. Which I mean the usual, strength never gets old. Alright. What is with the Among Us guys? It's weird. They don't appear on the right layer. Like, I assume they're meant to appear in front of her, but they keep on appearing, like, under her arm. And you see, like, part of her arm is also the wood of the table. Ah, the Among Us dudes, you're freaking me out. Alright, here. This should be to your liking. It is. Not bad, thanks. So, that little blighter, you raise them? Fable? No, they're like 4 times my age. No, that ain't surprising. You two seem very close, like family. They're irregular. I see. Huh. Is this still available? Yeah? Great, I'm taking it. You still have arrows stuck in your shoulder. 'Tis but a scratch. Plus is getting me one of their... happy slip. Plus Elf is getting me one of their hippie slaves. No, it should be fine after. Alternatively, you could take a rest. Because of sleep, heal your wounds. Gear yourself the ammunition, decorating... Get rid of the ammunition, decorating your body. Alternatively, you can mind your business. I know what I can handle. If I don't move on to a proper quest without bumbling elves and unuseless relatives, I'll go insane sooner or later. Or unuseless. I don't know what she said. Alright. You want that? No, at least not at my tavern. I worked really hard on that woodwork. To do your job and let me take it. I mean, you already have. No, I'm just doing my job and, how you call it, expressing concern. You did this woodwork yourself? Yeah. Yeah, all by myself. Why? Couldn't you get anyone to help you? They had a very specific vision. And too much free time. That too, boredom does things. One day you're bored, next you're learning how to gloss wood. Do you know any carpentry? I know of carpentry. And of boredom. That's exactly why I gotta take the quests. Need to counteract the boredom before it makes my biceps shrink. I don't think that's how that works. But boring is not what I call this quest in the slightest. Something for my chimera for vampire sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elf along. Fair point. So don't. I won't. Don't need another accidental piercing. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't exactly mix well. Also, if anyone did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Wait, how does this work? People ask me to put up a quest for them. Other people come in, they do the quest. So am I just getting foot traffic? Like, who gets paid? Like, who gets paid in this situation? I assume whoever takes the quest and does the thing, they get paid by the person. So am I literally just getting foot traffic and that's it? Because like people know, oh, you go here to get quests. So that's kind of lame. But also fine. Oh, also BBT's live, so we switch off to Avio and go to BBT. There we go. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal for a demonic guardian? Exactly. I don't want to be dealing with this. The sooner you get this done, the sooner I can get him out of my house. So, yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't vibe with it, but I just want him gone. Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? How would it not be? Humor still riches all the time, and they were created by the Guardians, by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Are you nervous? I ain't that either. So what's the problem? Excitement, I suppose. Really? Don't laugh. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. I've always sort of wanted to... Alright, I'm back. Ugh. That was not expecting the call to go on for that long, but hey, what can you do? Okay, okay, what did I miss? I haven't you, what did I miss? Uh... How do I go back? Okay, yeah. But we sort of wanted to. Okay, so yeah, the Guardian, whatever. Yeah, why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or survive one. Seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about Guardians? Less about Guardians and more about what created it. Maybe a little about the Chimera. It's a dragon. That has a dragon head, right? Yeah, modeled after its creator. I would guess. So what is it about dragons and the Chimera's dragon heads? They're cool. Yeah. Also, when I was little, my bubba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journey. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on before she passed? Left. Well, one day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moment somewhere else. I think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Maybe she's still off stealing sheep. Too soon. That sword, her stories, they're all I have left of her. Going on a quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about the Wavering Chimera? No, only the kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones. A different variety of scales, even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern, one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her a story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You tell me the story. I don't know if I make for a good bubba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. Is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? Yeah, who wouldn't? They're awesome. They're fascinating creatures. Interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Just pretend I was when I was little. I really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. I'm not sure about the wings, though. Yeah, I see. Let me see. Discord, yeah. I assume you're from Kick. There you go. Boom. Apologies. But also not really. Not the prettiest either. Plus I'm a warrior. I don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. Well, you could put magic on the sword. I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. Little help never hurt. Last time someone tried to help me, they shot me with 3 arrows. They weren't trying to help you, they were trying to kill you. But alas, doesn't that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up? I didn't say that. I see, doesn't that count as help? It's repayment for me taking on your quests. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could really help with your quest. Nah, sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? Making a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be 2. I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Something for the brain. They'll talk quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. We'll need some intellect for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Infusions. They let me spice up my drinks. They grant you special abilities. Like Phoenix Chills. A little bit of one will make you fire resistant. That could certainly be useful in a fight. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no. One is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you'd go heavy on intellect. I would name more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. It's your job, figure it out. Okay. I guess we'll go with intellect. I guess intellect makes the most sense. Where's the mouse? Alright, they might alter the drink in a different way if I have different different ingredients than usual. Sure, keep an eye on the coaster shape so it makes the correct recipe. Maybe I should try adding infusion first and just the drink from there. Give it a try. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, so we're reducing the brain already. So we're already reducing brain, so maybe it's not what we go for. Then yeah, I guess we just go in for... Yeah, I guess we just go for defense, because we're going to be reducing brain. Alright. Frosted Lagoon it is. We could make you a bit stronger then. I guess we'll see. Or not. Can I not make that? Okay, so I literally can't make it without it. Alright. Okay, well I guess if it's made, go. I figured it out. You're getting better. Thanks. Feeling tougher already, and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. Sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. It might. When has these solutions ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do then. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. I won't be needing it. What I need to do is... What I need is that, Promote and slave. Gonna go look for him. Go easy on him. Thanks. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Okay, so now I gotta deal with the... Actually, no. They will probably come out, but... Oh! Oh, you're not wearing your hood! Good evening to you, too. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. From what I can tell. And mysterious. Like me. Could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? Wait, what? I want to take on that quest, go to the castle, get that cape. I mean... Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yeah? It seems strange. It is, a vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence, me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once had a vampire mixture. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a ton of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes, I would guess she was pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Yeah. Whose blood? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set. But all animals seem to steer clear of Morrow Castle. I'd say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. Anything that tries to merges into her land one way or another. As a grave, pale of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. Say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for Goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. Appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's heart. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. Being you. Exactly. Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else, something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what? Just something that'll pretty up my tavern a bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Saying a little chair sounds like a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a trinket. My wall's still a bit empty. Wait, are you being serious? Yeah? I mean, if you could do it, why not? A mentor that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to my tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you deliver yourself to the doorstep and take the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. Heard your drinks inspired transformation of great magnitude. Allow me to dip into the parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Try secrets. Secrets. I have many. Sure, give me one. I shall. That may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. I don't remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like I thought they might... Ah, like they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands, fast with a knife. Okay, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Infusions? Intriguing. What magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think I could benefit from some fey crystals or a frozen porcupine or frozen pine cone. They've absorbed some of nature's icy properties. Taking it from a magical frost barrier that won't hurt those that'll hurt those trying to harm you. Fey crystals, they come from Avalon. If consumed, they turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit. The duration, though, is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful in your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be the undead, maybe of undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are in my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. Some frost armor would help with the fangs. Or perhaps smaller ruby to evade her fiery wrath. To outstealth her and steal the cape right from under her pale nose. Though she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with it going unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Simple decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? So are we going for just not getting hit, or... Yeah, are we just going for not getting hit, or are we going for... Are we going for a more direct approach? I think we just don't get hit. We'll be fine. Why isn't it falling in? The chili went in. Okay, so I'll probably go for the swift one. But that go in. Oh my gee, go in the thing. What is happening? Oh my jeez. Fall into the cup. You know what? Fine, I'll place you in the cup. And then mine's already boosted. And then I'll just give you some defense. Swift strike. Yeah, I think we'll go for Swift strike. The only thing that's making me debate is the fact that we don't know how long the invisibility lasts for. But I think Zephyr will be fine. He said he was able to hide for hours, and then he said he was able to hide for hours, so I assume he'll be fine. He'll just get a little bit of stealth boost, and then he's also still quick. So, you know what? I think we're good with this. Alright, let's see how it goes. Here you go. A drink all vampires fear. Garlic breath? And not quite. That's a good name, I might steal it. You didn't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. But it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic? Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift as quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye, Innkeep. I would say pray for the sun will carry me back to you. I would say pray for the sun to carry me back to you. But I hope to not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Accept me again after the next sunfall. If you don't, speak of my vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Alright, I'm interested in this guy. Oh, someone new. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy, long time no see. So true, I've been pretty busy this hatching season. Lot to do? Yeah. Birds seem to be be in a slight uproar. Like something amiss, but I can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course, what'll it be this time? Something through the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. It's a curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. Hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So I need instead something to protect me from weather or foe. So I'm steeled for any situation. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I think I need to use an infusion on this. These are pretty low stakes. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. That's exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed, anyway? Oh, the island of Boris. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Ain't Boris difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. Now, the convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan, spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech. Mag-Azain. Sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason I'm going to Boris. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that I know what to be excited for, now I know what I'd be excited for, what about you? geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those would be nice muses too. Alright. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time, so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but boron flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing, apart from being in distress? Well, some green-cheeked conchers are growing up to be such a lively bunch. Can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. In your case, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. Guess you're taking Ruby and Merlin along for the convention? Of course. As for the others, obviously I can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach her how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I want to leave my keys under the doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry. I also missed my boat. It's quite the walk to the treehouse. And if you don't want to have to compensate me for that, don't you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want to be late. You to be late for your convention. Well then, so long and keep. See you later. Ah, Fable, how'd it go? Good evening. Good evening, Fable. How'd the day go? It did, well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure, what are you looking for? Something zesty, perhaps? No, not today. Just help me wind down a little. Feel like less of a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. Something to keep me awake and agile would be nice. You know me well enough to guess what I might need? Alright. Oh, did I not put enough Swift in that? Alright. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you my story now. Alright, go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Sears that'd be Werewolf Uncle? Unfortunately. I think he's still on her mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's being too. I wanted to cheer her up. That was very kind of you. How'd that go? I only tried to. It didn't go very well. Also, I thought they were on a different quest. She probably just pretended that it didn't happen. Fable. Tell me about it. Okay. So we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope-affected elves settled there about 200 years ago. And they've welcomed people like them in ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And home with beautiful view to boot. Though if I took Saralyn there, I would show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. It's always ridiculous and a little silly. And at least he'll try to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell him Mr. Dragon so they could help cheer her up. Though if I told them he's just a cure, they'd be interested in meeting him. and maybe even offer help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And they were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea, maybe a little too soon. Or too late. Wish I could have done something more that day. Maybe made them talk it out, or hug it out, yell it out. That day's over. It happened and went over how it went. All you can change is the present. I guess that's true. I took her for a walk after, at two of my favorite spots in the Grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. He sounds much nicer than Mr. Dragon. Indeed. Hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be, or maybe it'll be even more. Hope so. Well, may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she'll may read her star or sign soon? Maybe if asked nicely. Maybe. I wouldn't want to bother her. Is a star sign really that big a deal? Alright, if you say so. I'll ask her when she comes back so I can draw her star chart. She says no, I'll just keep trying until I figure her out. That's the spirit. I hope she'll come back. Of course she will, they always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. Should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Ah, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I hate you. Greetings, Innkeep. Hey, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep. Say, did you have more of your... do you have more... did you move your inn by chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire. No, silly snack, I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But I underestimated my skills. As 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young, dude. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of the match won, how about a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours come on the menu yet? Not yet. Shame, then I shall have that fox blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Okay, what did I give him? It was the... What did I give him? Southern Brawler. Okay, okay. Alright, be gone, drink. Some block's foot, some fake blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, it's perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that can make me happier would be a lovely drink titled Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, you freak of nature. So you get dreams. How's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there is very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. Dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long, tooth-spined guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. I don't know. Is ever gonna come back with like a fish on him? And it's gonna be like because I didn't give him the ice thing, the fish were able to get him. But I've sent someone on your quest. I'm sure it'll return soon. And your cape will be returned. Marvelous. Yeah, and then you can leave. Then you can leave, and I don't have to deal with you anymore. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking off. Oh, she's taking the day off. She made a vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take the day off and let her spend vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught fire. And my hand, my hair. I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping aloe pollen is very bad for this time, really bad this time of year. And the sun, it's also bad for vampires. It is? Yeah. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to the market? I did, it was beautiful. Colorful, full of music. It would make anyone's heart dance. I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Look, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try this dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But they said if I tried to take from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. He had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash wrinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. Wait, how'd you know that? How'd you know this guy? I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he has something to me, and I promised I would remember. Perhaps you wanted my cape. Maybe people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never agree to that. It's my cape after all. Maybe you wanted my Pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh yes, you. Me. He asked about you. Me. Yes, he said he was an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. He sang your praises, of course. So he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on a well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the fake piece of your precious innkeep as found in his house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No. Too bad. He must be a very old childhood friend. Maybe we went to school together. Heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want me to tell you more about... do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found lovely trinkets. A little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. Bought it for Rhea, but as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Unless I still love them, even if their memory lives only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected on the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close. She's this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I have to be more capeful in sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am. But I wouldn't say no stocking up on more ingredients. Ha, refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it most. By the end of the astral month, we shall no longer be who we once were. Sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe your promise is mourning, but maybe a celebration also. Could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the starts change. It seems. Hold on. True change can occur before the stars change. Oh, okay. I think she still hates you. That's a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I can't have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me he would like to see you again. He said... What is it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter! Letter? That young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thanks. I have to go get that now, alright. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for the letter. Not enough moonlight. It would be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling on the memories of a friend. Wouldn't it go so well with the fireworks? What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you enjoy them. Fireworks, don't they sound lovely? Hopefully they aren't part of a private event. I think that will be difficult to do with fireworks. But, oh! Ooh, yeah, that seems like a threat. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside, I think the fireworks have started. How beautiful! They're falling from the sky! Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Hmm? Interesting. Glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did make me nearly the whole day to finish up all those little repairs. Building might still look like a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Sunny breeze. Alright, I'll bite. What a way to... that way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. That sounds like a good plan. So do we know some evil dude? And we're gonna, like, tavern talk him out of being evil? What is up with your arms? Are you like a crystal gem in a skin suit or something? Alright. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you show up again after last time. No hard feelings? Remind me again who started that whole brawl. No clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? I want to chat a bit. If I wanted to chat a bit about it, maybe. But you know me, not much remembrance of the past. Remembrance of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all the way to travel in old times after all. Although, I borrow you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. That's interesting. Let me see. It's some Thunder Sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but I didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of the leaves. It tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. It seems you speak from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in the years. Seems like nothing can change except the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is that bad? Yeah, guess what some say the age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ow. I don't take it too personally. You still got some... You still got some of your old... spark-ish. It's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that keep my mind sharp. I never know what will come your way next. Okay, what does the Thunder Leaves do? Ooh, wow. That was a big knowledge buff. Yeah, we'll do Sparkling Nebula. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in your years as much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? Finished up a job in Saiyan Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, you gotta eat. You know how it is. Someone's gotta pay the bills after all. Touch the gig. It was a cushy job enough. No, I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Lucky it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna, and... gone you are. Anyway, heard you got some unrest in Zoaford from the local merchants and decided to go take a look. The seaport? Yeah. I thought it was a rather calm area. It was, it still is sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to make a deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some Archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like what I do about missing familiars if no one's gonna pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country and my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here. Naturally, I couldn't resist coming to see how you were holding up. Well, I'm doing well. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up the mess. Tavern was a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Who are you? Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'd be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Okay. I guess I could also give her the ice shield. Yeah, why not? We'll try this out. You haven't made the pine cone yet. Yeah, I can't, like, spec more into the defense. It sucks. Alright, and then you. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. Glad I could impress. I have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city. It must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If money's right, of course. And no, I'm closing up early, and tomorrow take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average genus for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What, do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. Name is Elethina. Elethina? Elethia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the Gilded Sea. I heard for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring just as those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleased to meet you. Now trust me when I tell you, this is more than just an average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple at the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. For my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off to go visit her, and take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of the stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia and harbor all of the illuminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but would, you know? Bastia very full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. That's the theological term for it. Anyways, I know something was off the moment it happened, perhaps a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when the hairs on your neck stick up, you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came right after filling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to those at your tavern. Hold on, one second. Am I gonna read the letter, or no? So I guess I just can't read the letter. Ugh. Alright. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. Sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know less than you do. Help me to find some clues, at least help me start with my investigation. Well, we could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, yeah, I thought I would check the letter, honestly. After that happened, I assumed I would just want to go check the letter. Good. In the meantime, I shall do my best to aid those in need. Seriously, can I not just, like... Why is it pulling up this? I assume I'd go for the letter. Perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? This doesn't happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There'll be a time when you do ask for help, and you'll be happy when there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yeah. I'll help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thanks for the offer. Well, if you don't need any help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Wait, so I already had that before I checked it? Because I know her thing was right here. Oh no, I guess I added more to it. Alright. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. How dramatic. Is it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? I'm sure if I call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and literal stars fell from the sky, then yeah, that's odd. Then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny dragons' existence. Means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid. And they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. And what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Wishful thinking. Ooh, the hell? What the hell are you? Heyo. Alright, hi. What actually are you? Who, me? You're the only one who entered the tavern, no? Yeah. Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? There's a standard greeting, budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a very wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hey, me innkeep. Give me something good for... Give me something for a repertoire of greetings. No, why not? About what? Hops. What does that even mean? I think it means how's it going. Ah, cool. Wait, are those tattoos? Whoa, they look so cool. Thanks, they're my bones, actually. Double whoa. What's her name? Are you... who are you? Tell me everything. Jade, you? Iniko? Iniko, okay. Good name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I prefer if no one stole anything. Drake's got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name. Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. I can. Everything. What do you need the most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Camera's getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. Alright, slippery worm coming up. Doesn't matter if we're, I assumedly, helping in escape combat. We're just doing our stuff. I assume he's trying to leave from somewhere. Yeah, let's give him the Swift Strike. Actually, we could give him this. Yeah, let me just give him this. No worms, would still suit your tastes. Oh wow, it's great, amazing even. Where'd you learn this craft? In the Primordial Vortex? Look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey. Is that thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, nowhere. Anywhere and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Yeah, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everything's the same. Think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really. But I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me. Theft, identity fraud, beep. It's all goody good. It's all goody goody with me because I can be somewhere else tomorrow. Avalon, they see through my game very quick. I see. Changeling then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding, if you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Friend, no, what happens at the tavern stays at the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Does that seem like a cool town with a cool name? Got struck by a giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I do mounts, I'm faster on foot. What I can admire is the landscape. Take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpockets. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Dude, you could see from your window. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Do you ever leave this tavern and keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly, someone will fix it. And that someone is not me. Ha, me neither. I mean, that someone could be you. Me? No. Nah. Absolutely not. I don't get involved with these sort of things, ever. Who am I to fix other people's problems? Are you gonna pay me for it? Not enough, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it. Heroism is an unprofitable art. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. After that, you just fought tooth and nail to save the village from eternal damnation, or something like that. Exactly. No, Jay is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, aren't you exactly the traditional adventurer? You aren't exactly the traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh, no way. Self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes aren't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I'm sure you can name a ton, dude. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. There's a group I met last week in Erevan. Yeah, in Erevan. Alright. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. They're also on their way to investigate the falling stars. No, they're heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know? I tried some rations out of them when they were preparing breakfast at their camp. Sat at the campfire, drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full of robes and magic type of guy. I was gonna go on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of the tea. Leviathan is sending bad omens at the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Oh, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea, then? Fraud. Yeah, that checks out. So Leviathan warned him via tea leaves about... There was something terrible. Tattered wings, tangling the gilded sea, and the dark shades of misery. Aim behind nothing but a simmering void. That's exactly what it said. How'd you know? I think I read it somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of Dwell Hills? No, but I heard about it when I was in Zoford. Now the Fae will be doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that part from his tea leaves. Whoa, you don't think I might be a real psychic? I guess divination. Yeah, sorry, I had to take another call. Alright. Alright, guess divination magic can be powerful too. The tea leaves said, the wings shall be torn apart in the feet of Avalon, nested between the peaks of Dowell. Dowell? So it really could be true then. What? I think whatever happened in Dowell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors from the starless sky. If the wizard is right about this tea leaf reading, that is, but it fits with what but it fits what I heard in Zofor just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought it was just babbling. Now, with everything that's been happening recently, I think it might have been onto something. All the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay them for it. Or it was too dangerous for them. Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions. Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and just bragging about it, thinking that I'd stop them. If they're maybes, they're pointless. They aren't helping anyone. Getting a headache. I'll get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. So, now it's just you and me, Innkeep. Indeed, Iniko. But not for long. I'm getting bored and I'm broke. So you're going to look around town. I'm sure some people don't need their shiny things anymore. Go find someone to help. That definitely isn't me. I'd have been disappointed by the others. You know how I never get disappointed? How? Never have expectations, duh. Gotta figure that one out. Okay, let's see. Spectral last night. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's see. The beautifully yet dangerous star fell, left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed by some people left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Harbinger of something far more ominous yet to come? Whoever it may be, it's that a fragment of this calamity. It can be tracked to Dowell and the island of Pessoa. Wait, what about the guy who said he sensed a thing? Wouldn't you leave that in? So there's actually something to go off? Innkeep. Rhea? You got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but only trade them for ones of your own. Make me a drink. Had a long night. Want to tell me about it? No. I get it, you need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. You just get the normal stuff. I don't care about you enough. Take the drink. So in defense, keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Whoever says you're my favorite. That might be after the drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I am very happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my best, Miss Frostgrip. Miss? My bad, Miss Frostgrip. Thought that since you were such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. It's Kyle here. I was looking for him around town. Not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe I got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think you should be waking up right about now. Hooray! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see your two innkeep? Yeah, very much so. By the dragons, you're not a dream nor figment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. What did you see the gift I brought you? Gift? Well, I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, and found a gorgeous thing. Gorgeous earrings reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on. Wait, she's already wearing earrings. It wasn't? Okay, whatever. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match my other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned like leverback clap. Oops. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure, at some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very lucky. Why are you still wearing the slime? Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. The ocean to Gaia like a rain of fire, or beautiful fireworks. Must have been something wrong with my drink. Dude, don't insult the drinks. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed off by the falling star. The rain of falling stars. Oh. Dreaming night sky wasn't a dream. No, Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks in keep. Is it making her drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. How would I try? Perhaps something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Guess I would like to... I'll see what I can do. So I'm just making a strength drink again? Yeah, looks like it. He really just loves this drink. Here, must attempt at supporting your star lifting career. Oh, it's delicious! Do you think molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you think about the star rain? What do you think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. Had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell cliffs. Better hurry and clean it up. You got somewhere to be? I should get this vampire to Barovia before I can get my hands on that gold. Well, yeah, how is this working now? Because how long have they been here? Like, they've been here for a few days, and they were heading to a convention, so when is it supposed to happen? Who? Yee. Oh, splendid! Haven't been to Barovia in quite some time. I can't wait to see it again. But then I can search for other materials, better ones even. This isn't going to happen by sitting around. It could loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world would I... do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thanks. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, do you need materials for decorations or ingredients? Don't you worry. I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war, but I just got you back. I'm not going to war. You won't see me fighting anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. I'm looking for the right material to smash the next, Orhar competition. Gonna travel all the way to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? What did she say? Log. No, just quiet. Alright, alright. Sounds very exciting. I hope you come back to show off your creation once you've won. No, I'll think about it. How about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes, I know it's not a dream. The implications are dazzling. Yesterday I was looking into the night and I could see nothing but darkness. Then I started the steadying nothingness. I could see the astral hair fish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest from the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I could have never be able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I want to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, you have a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours. Have you had a chance to look at the letter, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting! You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Oh, quest. Alright, you. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you, Wonder Police? Elena Anwar, High Cleric of... You're a cleric? Seriously? Okay. And chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. I have entered this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the fallen star. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy that you were able to collect more information for my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service. What are these trying times? Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. Empty night sky is no laughing matter, and it must be taken care of swiftly. Guess it's empty every night. I guess it's empty every time. Empty every time of day now. How does that not worry anyone? You have other things to worry about. If these sorts of things stopped happening, the Babber would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That's somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed, so that's also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from a calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Rather, I came across his hands in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Lucky for him, I'm not a very vengeful spirit, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. In an effort, he did make an effort to not steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone, known after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? He must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Oh, so what happened? So is that Zephyr? So he escaped, but did he get the cape? If they're not eating responsibly, who do you say you encountered again, Miss Athenia? A roguish wind echo. Ah, yes, a windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is delicious luxury. Speaking of which, innkeep. No. Are you from the primordial sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share. I see. What about your blood, Miss Athenia? Are you out of your mind, proposing a holy woman for propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you got a lot of it. Fair. It's a fair question. I need all of it to get my strength up in the looming evils of this world. Now me, who'd even care to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. The taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. Like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving the citizens? Well, your rumors were all over the place, which is good. I mean, there's a lot to look into. So, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. Start my investigation in Zenith and Themnis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Examine the rubble more closely, perhaps harbors... whatever. Once I found out what's going on, I'll put a stop to it. Have stars already fallen, lassie? Stars have already fallen, lassie. Not like you can do much for them. They don't make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she have not fall. Could not agree more. I know you got this in control, Miss Anwar, but how do you feel? But how do you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? Didn't we already give her a drink? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, I will kindly. Alright, what can I get you? Depends on the approach I would decide to take with this. Could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads, analyze the situation, finding clues, speak to the locals of those affected. Of course, I would also have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, the plan would fall apart. Perhaps I could even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? Focus on my theory, my other condition to fight whoever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should probably properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur once again. You need to prepare for the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you'll encounter, but burning stars are best avoided if hit with fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. Either way, it sounds like we're at a balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. Not yet certain which path I should take. We trust the innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. Okay, so what do we want to make? We could make Sunny Breeze. Oh no, we can't make Sunny Breeze. It would have to be... I think I'll do Sparkling Nebula. We'll do this to boost defense. We don't want to weaken To boost intelligence. Yeah, we don't want to weaken your defense. I think we'll do this. Actually, do we need it? I guess I can't. Oh, B, remove infusion. Alright, alright. Actually, yeah, let's put the infusion in, I guess. Shouldn't hurt too much. It's a bit less defense, but it should be fine. Oh, is it because of the infusion? Oh yeah, that's why. But then what's going on here? I think I'll go with this. So I need an infusion to do this. But what is the infusion? Is it just this? Oh yeah, I guess that's it, because it's got the little fist on it. I don't like taking out the intelligence, but... Or I don't like taking out defense, but alright. But you should focus on the investigation, I guess, alright. Alright. Sparkle the Nebula. Your strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people and not fight them. That is very true. It's an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Have to start with the nearby Gaia Temple. Heard it was unfortunately an impact site. Local acolytes will sure to offer their assistance. Sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that the falling stars make an interesting type of material? For what? Yes. It would certainly be rare. Need help with that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks. Yeah, rocks and the like. I can give you some insights on those impact conditions. I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess nevertheless. Sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology, or perhaps astronomy? I know about astrology. And this all sounds very exciting. I'm terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. You'd be a great aid for the mission in curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. I should imagine if the stars fell down again. If one had crushed you. I need to be close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. Stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you. And you, Miss Athenia. Great. Wonderful, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let's not waste any more time. Thank you all for your aid and keep. We shall return to the conclusions and perhaps even more mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. Will you find suitable material? Me too. Alright, and then we close up for the day, I think. Oh. What are you? Hello? Hello, I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss? Melina, but Melly's fine. Short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what drink would you like? Something tasty. Something give me new fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something better. But I got something better for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. All right, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Now I can accept the drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. Okay. Alright, so first we gotta put in the Thunder Sage. I could make Sunny Breeze. I haven't had a reason to make it yet. Or just Sparkling Nebula again. Yeah, probably just Sparkling Nebula. Some new fun, sweet ideas coming right up. It's perfect. I'm already feeling the energy of new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a very nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. And a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when it comes to when he ain't been fed. I'd be worried for your hands. Okay. Oh, Zephyr! How'd you do? Ah, Zephyr, almost didn't see you there. I suppose I am as stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately. One that'll help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours, they've forgotten how to speak. Explains where we're communicating telepathically, right now. We are? No. Who the are you? I was too stealthy for you? No. Get a drink so we could stop cursing at the child. Detective. Stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you for one trinket. Ah, one of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way to the castle without stealing a single thing? Aw, that's cute. Oh. Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful. But it's wondering what it might be. A clock. That was smaller than that. Does the tavern want to guess what it is? You're not even remotely close. You're making a huge wax seal with it. It will look so cool. You have a very big puddle of wax, though. There's a large amount of wax would make it impossible to open the letters. Probably. It's a wall clock. Adorned with hungry bats. One creature of the night telling time to another. Very inaccurate wall clock. It seems like it's nowhere near midnight. It sounds he would have gotten stuck just before the midnight eat of an eternity. Or perhaps at least since I found it. What will this do, or do I have to pull another heist? That'll do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps his promises, I shall prepare a new drink for you. One moment, let me see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. Oh, I didn't know that's what it was. Alright, whatever. Oh, we can finally make this. Alright, let's see what this is. Finally have a reason to make the sunny breeze. Oh, I have to make more stuff with this. Okay. I see you. Let's dump them. And let's see what we can mix in with this. No. We can get away with this. Alright, let's try the breeze. Politely, a drink. Did I authenticate the right notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. We are not doing that. We're bad with music. I'm happy here where I'm at now, thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So, what else did you steal? Castles of many things, I've heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Your parents agree to that? Parents are dead. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to not... And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important. Sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been many years since they died. Just kidding, I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever, and I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies, and zombies got eaten by a T-Rex, so not a lot left to avenge. That makes sense. Right, basically speedrun my origin story. Got dead parents, my motivation is detective career to make sure I can help people. Because people didn't help you. Exactly, but it's okay. Made me into an adventurer. Made me into the adventurer I am today, and I like who I am. Doesn't it make you sad? No. What's your origin story? Yeah, Zephyr, what's your story? It's far too dark for a young mind to handle. Best you don't know. Okay. What's your name? Blaze. But he called you Zephyr. That's my middle name. Okay, I respect your fake name. But only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper's clock from. Fine, it was Morrow Castle. Wait, did his thing actually update? Okay, sure. It was Morrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious tape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous then. She would have if she caught me. So she didn't? No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened if she had spotted me. Weak and not prepared to fight. But they didn't. They did not. Even living gargoyles with their lilac claws and their doors didn't sense my presence. I went until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window. that have been left open, and two giant spiders easily access the castle. Heard Morrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary? Yeah. On a scale from parents being eaten by a T-Rex, 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary? In the middle, I suppose. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them thanks to my remarkable perceptive skills. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in our closet, hung up in a ball, gowns covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief, obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely? Forget it. Oh. I took the cape along with whatever gemstones I could find. When I heard her approaching through her chambers, quickly I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. Thought I made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall that the wood would start vibrating in the rhythm of my heartbeat. But she hurried past me, picked out a hat, and returned to her dastardly vampire activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know, sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood. Lots of blood stuff, it sounds like. Yeah, did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? A secret passageway that led below to a pond near the earth. And to the summit of Witch's Peak. Almost scared this strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. Seems a little harsh for just a jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stay in your pockets? Who can say? Being a sleight of hand, where did you find the clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of the hallway and stretched in the foyer. Then how did you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time. Antique clock stood right between the ritualistic daggers and vial of blood. Thought it was strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized, labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? Its label is described as blood from the very vampire, Mike. Mike. Judging by the position next to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It'll look great in my tavern. Indeed. Sounds like you would be a lot in trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't, thanks to the innkeeper's drink. Not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. Seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die when you took the quest, I mean? It's always a possibility. Then why'd you go? Death is inevitable, such is life. And you have the cape now. It's not mine, it belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes, it was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. Clash of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, as the long-suffering, very comedic vampire, Melly, would love his cape back. I could extend the quest could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine, I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigation. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. They're looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far. What are they investigating? The Star Inn, as far as I know. Oh, that's what I was investigating. Should I go talk to them? We can exchange notes. I drew a map of the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can extend it further, or find the culprit in this incident. Come on, Blaze, we have to go find him. For your cape and my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. With you along, I can never stand detected. Wait for me. See you again. See you soon, innkeeper. Alright, see you soon, Melly. Alright. Alright, yeah, feed the little guy. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there, because that seems like a good amount of stuff. I also need to respond to some stuff, because apparently they'll be asking some questions that she, like, answered. Oh, Libby's live. Beautiful. Oh, we're already on Act 2. Not bad. I didn't even notice. Oh, you guys are back already? Alright, first things first. Save. And main menu. Alright, we will raid Libby, because why not? Alright. Not what I expected, but that was fun. Alright, we are off for today. Tomorrow should be rematch, assuming it actually does come out at the right times. Alright, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Let me hit the right stuff. There. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with my screen, because it's still got the black cubes. Alright, take care, and later.